Thank you for joining me. My name is Royal. Appreciate you tuning in for just a little bit to take a look at the live trading recording session that I've got posted. I wanted to give a preface to this session. So I ended up red on the day at one point, and it was fairly sizable, bigger than I would like to have. Unfortunately, the stock did end up holding up. I took an additional position on it, and as the stock moved higher, I was able to size up, get a little bit more aggressive. It was the leading gainer at that time. The other leading gainer had pulled back. And so fortunately, the trade worked out. I ended up green on the day, which is great. You're going to see that in this trading recording. But I just wanted to emphasize that it was a little bit of a unique day, and I was grateful to still end green, keep the streak alive, keep the week going green, and hope you really enjoy this live trading recording.
I took a starter position there on XAIR, and I'm going to watch this here and see if there's an opportunity to add as we look for a breakout through $1.50. XAIR is now up 62%. So I'm just looking for an add opportunity here. I added there. Added again there. Looking for the breakthrough at $1.50 now. See if we can break through $1.50 and get the pre-market high. We might get a good opportunity to move a little higher here. There we go. That's a nice move. Up through 156, up to 156. There we go. 159. 60, that's a nice break. Now what I'll look for is a little pullback, and if we can get maybe just a little consolidation and hold above 150, then I'll look to add again. So right now, still holding my full position. I'm going to go ahead and add right there on that little dip, 154. So right now you can see average cost is 148. Got plenty of room up to the 200 on the daily. The 200 is at 361, so we're okay. Okay on that. And now we're just watching to see what our next level might be here. Back up to 157, that's great. 158, 59, 60. There's 61. On the daily chart, we've got a level at 160 and then actually a gap fill. Very small gap fill, but up to 164, so not much of a gap fill there. And then the next high is 184. So we've got to move potentially 160 to 184. Let's see what this keeps doing here. So I haven't added again yet. 154 is my last add. Kind of want to see what this does, if it's going to give me another chance to add. Maybe, maybe we'll have a little bit of sideways action and then kind of another first 1 minute candle to make a new high after this breakout. Move the screen down here. So we're looking at 184 as a potential from the daily, and we have a daily at 160, which is right there. So you can still see my position window here. There's 168. Nice move so far, 169.70. Bigger sellers up there at 170. To 20,000, 21,000 share seller. So they're a little stacked up right there, 170. Let's see if we can get a breakthrough. So now what I'm watching for, we've got these three green candles, meaning, the close was higher than the open. And now if we get a little sideways consolidation, then I'd be looking to break or buy the next 1 minute candle or first 1 minute candle to make new high on the breakout. So I'm going to sit tight here. I haven't added, I haven't sold anything. So I've got average cost is $1.48. I'm just watching to see if we're going to get any consolidation. This has been a really nice move here. 170 there, 73. Good. Really nice again so far. 73 there. 174. A little bit of a topping tail there. We just started a new 5 minute candle here. So we're still holding the AHMA. I'm still holding my position. XAIR is now up 86%. When we started this move, it was up 62%, so nice gain so far here. So we're getting a little move below the AHMA here. See if this gets back up above the 8. Going to add back right there on X. I'm going to add in again on XAIR. So I just added there again. We're looking to recapture this AHMA. I'm assuming this, pivot low right here, right now, which is $1.54. I'm looking for that to hold. So I added in again. Now my average cost is 151, so still plenty okay. And again, I can always assume break even, worst case scenario. Of course, I don't want to just break even. I'm really looking to see, can we hold this pivot now that's been put in here with the low of 154, and we get this move back up as we come into the market open. So that would be, kind of an ideal scenario at this point. Nice little move back up above the AHMA here. Right now we've got just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on this 5 minute candle. Currently, this 5 minute candle, the prior 5 minute candle, we've got lighter volume. They are red right now. So it looks like they might be trying to form a little bit of a bull flag on the 5 minute. So I'm watching that closely just to see what that does. And we're pulling back here. I may need to just close this position out. There's the pivot line that came in there at 153 or 154. 21 EMA is 153. My average cost is 151 right now. Just watching to see what this does here. I don't really want to assume break even. I can do that worst case scenario. About 2 minutes left on this current candle, current 5-minute candle. Nice move back up there, 161. We go ahead and add again right there. Added at 163, looking for this to break and push back up higher here. There's 163, and it pulls back a little bit. A little bit more of a topping tail right there. So about 30 seconds till the market opens here. Just watching this real close. Nice push up there. 4 or 5 seconds till the market opens. There's a nice push. I'm gonna take half off there. A quarter. Sorry, I took a quarter off. Now I'm just watching to see if this will hold. Took the rest off there. If this kind of recaptures this 160 area, I'll look to go in again, which it looks like it's going to. So I added back there at 164. Added again. 167 is my average cost right now. Gonna see if this will push up higher. Gonna take that exit there. So gave back my green on that one. We're a little premature here, so um, I'm just gonna watch and kind of see what we do here. Looks like it's gonna continue to try to press off this 21 EMA. Added there again. So 4,500 shares right here. Watching to see. I'm gonna add right there down at the 21 EMA. So now my average cost is 163 here. About 45 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. It is a higher volume red candle right now. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. So big wick down there, and I took my exit, and my exit was $1.48. That was just a big wick. You can see 1,700 there. So that's unfortunate. I was really looking for this to hold that 21 and push back up and give us a shot up. That's not what happened. So real big sell there. So we'll just watch and see if there's anything else that comes through here. AHMA is halted. This is the leading gainer right now. On the 5-minute chart, it's done a pretty nice reversal off of the VWAP. We've got, it's a 5-minute halt. We've still got about 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes until this unhalts. Halted at 12:12. Now looking to open at 12:50. Now 12:26. So for AHMA, we'll show the 5-minute here. So we can see we're halted here. On the 5-minute, we switch over to the 5-minute, kind of see that got this really nice move off of $6 up to 15. I mean, that's massive. And then pull back another little push, and now it's pulled back. It bounced off the VWAP here at 1062 and is now halted back up. So at this point, the halt level is 1212. If I was going to take something, you'd have to assume, I don't know, stop loss down in the 1180s or 1170s just to give it a little space. So it can't be a massive position, of course. Got to just be a little cautious here. XAIR is now trying to recover here. Let's go back and look at the 1 minute for XAIR. And let's see. I'm going to add there. I'm assuming, again, this pivot at 155. So I've taken a position. I'm adding again there. Now average cost 163. On the low of this candle is 154. So that's kind of what I'm assuming my stop loss will be right here. We're getting this, switch back on the TTM. Watching that close. We can go weak bear back to strong bull. Nice move up off of the VWAP as well. Good strong move there. 166. See if we can break up through this 169. There's 166 seller stack there. See if they can get bought up. A big unhalt down on XA, or unhalt and then a pullback. Looks like that might go into limit down. If that does, we may see some attention shift over to XAIR here, which it looks like we are. I'm going to add again there for the break of 169. Where's 171? See if we can get up to the pre-market high and get a squeeze here. 72. There's 73. So we're really watching this. We're coming in the strong bull here, so I'm just watching to see if we can keep making another leg up. With AHMA now in a halt down, again, we might see, we're just kind of looking to see if we're going to get some attention shifting over. We're up 87% on AHMA right now. So what I'm hoping is that we get some, or what I'm looking for is we get some attention to shift over off of AHMA, given this halt down, and that we see this press higher on XAIR. Right now my average cost is 164. We're kind of sitting about there. Move the chart down just a little here. 169 would be great if we could break, pre-market high and shoot up here to 184. On the 5-minute chart, technically, there we go, we're in the candle that would be 167 is the prior 5-minute high, so we're technically in the 5-minute candle that would ideally break that and make this push up, kind of maintain that trend. So got a minute 20 left on this current 5-minute candle. So still looking to see if we get a new 1-minute candle to make a new high after this little pullback here. We are holding the AHMA, which is good. I'd really like to see this, obviously shoot higher up here into the 180s up through the pre-market high. We know there's going to be sellers, stacked with their stop losses or their cover positions. Again, stop losses to cover maybe up in the 180s. About 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle here. I'll look to add again if I can. This high, it's 168. That's kind of where I may look to add right there. Added 170. Let's see if we can get this push up through 71. That spot up there, 73. This will accelerate up through there. 74, good. 73 again. We're still in mid-compression squeeze here with strong bull and holding the 8, so I'm really trying to be patient here. The low of this candle is 165, sorry, 166. So another halt down on AHMA. We may get some even more attention over here on XAIR now, given it's now the leading gainer above AHMA, up 92%. But we really need to reclaim that pre-market high up there at 175. Pretty steep pullback there off of the pre-market high. Oh, that was pretty rough there. Still in, just watching this here. Got this mid-compression squeeze going on, so just watching to see where this might head here. Got to protect myself and be cautious. And I'm out there. Well, it's unfortunate, guys. It's a bigger red day. Those are the days that I don't want to be having. I tried this twice and just couldn't get the move on it. I don't know if I'm going to go back for another attempt on it. It is interesting because it's so close to its pre-market high, but we're just getting a lot of selling pressure up here in the 170s. I do like this mid-compression squeeze. I like that we're the 8 still above the 21, just barely here. And with the leading gainer AHMA being in a halt down, now 2 halts down, there's kind of more attention here on XAIR. Question is, can we get the short squeeze up through this pre-market high? I'm going to take that again right there on the 21 EMA. Adding again there. Average cost is $1.63 right now. We're still in mid-compression squeeze here. Add it again there at 164. Watch to see if we can get a quick short squeeze here. Catch people off guard a little bit. There's 168, 70, 73, 74. See if we can get this push up through pre-market high here. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit there at 170. Average cost still 164. We're in the mid-compression squeeze. Nice strong candle upwards there. Our limit up's 192. That's a nice reversal there. My average cost is 164. We're currently at 170. So now we'd be again looking to hold the 8 and just for some sideways consolidation and then maybe that next real strong push up through pre-market high. Tension's a little divided between the two stocks, AHMA and XAIR. Both are up 95% right now. Seller stack there at 174. There, sellers got bought up. There we go. Nice pop there, up to 190. And a quick pullback. Let's see if we can keep the momentum here. It's a pretty big short covering. See if we can get any more upside pressure. Would have been nice if that had squeezed right into the hull at 192, but our halt levels moved up to 203. We're still watching here, 175, 76. See if we can get another run at it now that we've had a little clearing out of the shorts. Still mid-compression squeeze. A little larger topping tail on the 5-minute, but we're getting some good momentum here still. I really want to see this close nicely above that 175 and hold that pre-market high number. There we go, 82. Still in the mid-compression squeeze here. I'm really watching that to see if we can get this to resolve higher. So still just sitting tight here. Average cost is 166. Go ahead and add there. Added at 183. Now looking to see if we can break up through new high of day. Still in our mid-compression squeeze. Watching that. $184, and after 184 is 207. It's kind of the next, a little bit of a window to 207. So that's kind of the next spot that I'm looking at. We held the AHMA there, touch back to it. Let's see if we can keep holding that. We've been in mid-compression squeeze. We're bullish on the TTM. Just really trying to sit tight here and be patient with the AHMA holding. MACD's open, which is a good sign. If we can get another nice pop up and reclaim the rest of this wick up to 190, that'd be really nice. 86 there, 7. 88, that's good. 89. I'm gonna take half off right there at 188. Locked in half. And then now I'm going to just try to sit tight and be content to stay in here. See if we can break that. Sellers there's 190, there we go, 92, up to 92. A quick pullback. You'd prefer to really see that acceleration. Let's see if there we go, 204. Wow, that hit a quick 204. So I'm going to take another quarter off there at 196 and another quarter. I'm going to take half of that off at 195 if it'll fill for me here. The reason I'm sizing down there is we've got that psychological resistance there at 2. So I've got a sell limit right there at 195 right now. So we got that psychological resistance and now that quick kind of topping tail up to 2. Again, in an ideal scenario, you get that quick burst and it pegs into a halt, or at least it stays up there and then you get the next push up. So I've got a sell limit at 195. Let's see if that goes through. It did. Okay, so I've got 2,300 shares left here. Average cost right now is 180, so some good sells there. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest off there. So I exited the rest, 189. I'm exiting the rest largely because with this much larger topping tail, we had one back here. Now we were fortunate in that we regained it. We've got this much larger topping tail up to a key psychological level at 2. This topping tail, yes, it did run us up to 190. That's not quite up to 2, so it's got enough distance that you've still got a chance to maybe recover this and get some more upside. Now we may recover this one as well, and I'm just thinking, okay, our mid-compression squeeze has now resolved. Yeah, sure, we could go higher here. I'm thinking key psychological resistance at 2. This may hold us down even more. But, again, stock could prove me wrong. But took my exit there, flipped from red to green, so that's great, and was able to recoup that red trade that I had. Now, again, here we're really trying at 195, 196, so we may see this press up through 2. There's right up to 2 again. And yeah, this might push through it and give us a halt up. There's 2, a bunch of sellers stacked there, 54,000, 30,000, 15,000. But they got bought up. Sellers got bought up or they pulled their orders there. Oh, nice push there, 206. So yeah, it just goes to show you never know what's going to happen next. I'm reading this topping tail looking to exit, and it keeps moving higher, so that's good. Oh wow, there's a nice move up to 228. So big press there, 229. So that's a nice burst to be in, and it closed right up there at the 228 now. Quick pullback, but again, for my entry, that's 20 more cents a share if I maintain these shares. So just something to keep working on, something to continue to be mindful of. That's a nice big push. Yeah, that's a nice push. Really great extension candle there. 30 cents a share, and it gives you a chance to still get out up here in the 220s and take some off the table after that big extension candle. So that was a nice one. Very different, right? This one kind of wicked up and then pulled back, and then you got a lower, some more selling. This one rips up, closes at the top. You do get some selling here, but then it ends up closing just under 220, so you actually get a chance to exit up there near that high of 229, which is nice. So on the daily now, actually from 220, you've got a window up to 240. So from 220 up to 240, and that's on the daily chart. Those are just the daily highs of the just kind of some of the past historical price action, and then you'd be 250 basically would be the next spot, and then 263. So larger candles here. Would have been nice to be in that extension, of course. My best exit was 198, 196. So if you're in at 20 cents still on those 3,500 shares, it's another $700, which is awesome. So and then there's another 195. So if I count those 3 positions, that's 3,800 plus another 2,000, 5,800. And if you can be up another 20 cents a share up here, it's another $1,000, which makes it a nice day. Now, granted, green 587, still a nice day, especially when I was red, taking that last trade there. But that's a real nice move, and ideally one that I could have stuck in a little bit longer, but didn't. And that's just part of learning and growing and recognizing you're never going to catch 100% of the move. But I saw this topping tail come in at 2. But given the prior topping tail, we'd maybe be running into some headwinds there. So I took my exit. We got a larger amount of covering and buy pressure. So that's okay. That's part of learning, part of growing as a trader. Now up here at 222, it's and there's another pullback. So kind of a false breakout there. We'll see where this closes. That high is 218, and kind of tried to break out and then pulled back. This may still close above it and confirm the breakout, or it may confirm the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. About 5 seconds left on this candle. It looks like it's going to here. Might get a new high day here. I'm going to sign off there. It's been a good morning. I was able to take some good trades here. Oh, there's another quick pop, but I was able to take some good trades. Ended green, 587 today, so not a massive winner, but good nonetheless. I had been red, so it was nice to see that stop there. So we'll shut it off there. We'll join everybody tomorrow.